Oh my God. Is she crazy?
Thank you. Thank you
Wow.
all. Thank you so very much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Oh, too many thank yous.
It's about 20.
There must be 35.
Traveling from India
Thank
to
you.
California with an unshakable dream.
That's not really politics. It's not.
How many
Not
people
really like
watch?
that.
Can we tell how many, Dan? How many people are watching?
She's talking about how great
That's
San
just funny.
Francisco was before she destroyed it. A lot of talk about childhood. We've got to get to the border, inflation, and crime.
He's not proposing a single policy, not one policy proposal.
Harris's biography won't lower your prices at the grocery store.
Or at the pump.
Out there putting veterans out on the street, so
33,000 homeless veterans.
Country. Okay, say these out. The things of which she complains. The things of which she complains.
In many ways, Donald Trump is an unserious man.
Oh. You hear that, folks? It's great, right?
Bro, this guy's got the fuck my shit up haircut. Hold
You hear
on.
that, folks?
Holy shit.
It's great, right? Ready? These prosecutions were all started by her and Biden against their political opponent. Me. Get that out right away.
Have of caravans heading to the border, people showing up to the border with Biden-Harris t-shirts. Everything we have of people swarming the border.
She paid bail for rioters in the Minnesota Freedom Fund.
She paid and raised bail. She paid bail to get the violent rioters in Minnesota out of jail.
Tim Walz let Minnesota burn. Kamala Harris pointed out the ones who lit the matches.
Put it in there. Put it right in with the stuff, right?
With that post, yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
You could do it either that or separate.
say more lies. He's lying about the Project 2025.
Oh, lying against Project 25, which she knows, and so do all Democrats, that I have absolute.
Bro, what the fuck is all this? Not coach and crime. Johnny people killing art. She complains. Millions patriotically. The fuck is that?
Absolutely nothing to do with.
She says we all know what a second term will look like. We can say yes. No inflation, secure borders, the best economy in the history of the world, and peace.
She said chart a new way forward. Is she turning a new way?
Chart a new way forward.
She's done nothing but harm.
I think we
like
have a
draft
graphic
tweets, yeah.
about black earnings being down 6%. If we haven't already hit that, let's hit that one.
She's talking about the middle class, but she's the one that broke the middle class and made it unsafe.
She wants to give free Social Security and Medicare to illegals, bankrupting the system. Kamala Harris and Tim Walz are extremists on abortion. They want abortion up to the moment of and even after birth.
What would you say to a woman in Mississippi who's having to carry a child to term that has died in the fetus or has a serious fetal abnormality? That's how it'll come at you in the
There's something I find so funny about when people talk to the thing like that. I think it's so
There'll be someone
funny.
in a red state enduring that.
We have the exceptions.
Chat, when I used to talk to the people, chat, remember?
extremists.
Shout out the sponsor, and I had to talk to them, and I would go, shut up, bitch, moron, bitch ass motherfucker. Dude, said my balls, my balls, my balls, my balls. Do you remember that? Holy shit, classic.
Republicans, liberals and conservatives wanted Roe v. Wade terminated and brought back to the states. 4 stories that she is making up that I've never even heard of.
I heard her say contraception, and I heard her say birth control.
Do not limit access to birth control or IVF. That is a lie.
Well, we trust women.
I trust women also. And I will keep women safe.
Of the United States, I will proudly sign it into law.
She won't, because the millions pouring into the invasion of our country at her open border are destroying the lives of women and the families of African Americans and Hispanics.
That bill that legalizes illegal immigration.
Holy
And
shit.
is a total
This
disaster.
guy's got his
Weak
shit ready to
and
go
ineffective.
off the rip.
Close the border.
Chat,
She just
chat,
called.
this guy's got a dialogue tree almost. Every single thing that they could say, he's got an answer ready. False, not false, because he's got the answer for
To
it.
give all illegal
They got the questions, he's got the answers. Holy
say goodbye
Chad.
to the USA.
Trump, on the other hand, threatened to abandon NATO.
NATO wasn't paying their bills. I saved NATO. She hates Israel. You got it, Dan?
How many troops have you put out there?
How many have you
About
done?
40. She's complaining.
Has she said anything on China?
Has she mentioned fracking?
Kamala Harris is a threat to democracy.
She will take us into World War III and nuclear war.
Will take us into a nuclear World War III. So,
Thank you. God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America.
oh, wow. She didn't mention China. She didn't mention fracking. She didn't mention energy. She didn't mention Russia and Ukraine, right?
50 to 60 million people in poverty in the United States right now. Under their watch, they put these people in poverty. They're doing nothing about it, not even talking about it. Some of these people can't even eat, for
There's
God's
60
sake.
million people in poverty in the United States right now.
Under their watch.
And she doesn't even talk
Wasn't by fracking? Yeah.
about that.
It's because I think, okay, so this is what I think happened. I could be wrong though. I thought that the Dems were going to go against fracking or whatever, right? Because they wanted to do the right thing or something, because I think it's bad for the environment. And then I think they started losing supports because people were going to lose jobs in that area or whatever. And then Reds were like, oh, we're not going to ban fracking or whatever. And then they were like, hey, we're not going to ban fracking either. So then everybody's like, I think they should just flop. Yeah, I don't know.
So after he and Martha start talking, call in after
I
like
think
a minute,
that's the gist of
minute
it,
or two
then.
after Brett and Martha start going.
I want to use a hard line. Much better. Hard line is so much better.
Phone's on quiet. Make sure phone's on quiet.
Turn your phones
Sir,
off.
they're ready for you.
That's not really following what voters want. Because it's not like you're being neutral about it initially. It's that you're going against it, right? Initially, right? And you're acting like they don't have the data that they want off the rip. They probably did have the data off the rip, and then they went against it. I think that's where there's a difference between going against the voter base or not.
1 minute.
Joining us now by phone, the 45th President of the United States, former President Donald Trump. Mr. President, thank you for joining us. You were truth socialing along this speech. What is your first reaction to it real time tonight?
Well, the biggest reaction is, why didn't she do the things that she's complaining about? All of these things that she talked about, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to do everything. But she didn't do any of it. She could have done it 3.5 years ago. She could do it tonight by leaving the auditorium and going to Washington, D.C. and closing the border. She doesn't need a bill. I didn't have a bill. I closed the border. There was a lot of complaining. She's raising taxes. She's going to give a tax increase. She didn't talk about any of that. What they're going to do is pick up and move to another country, like the pharmaceutical industry or the immigration. It's very simple. The bill was horrible. We're doing very well in the polls. We're leading in most of the polls. In the swing states, we're leading in almost every one of them. As far as RFK, I've had a great relationship with him over the years. Look, he was treated very unfairly by the Democrats. In the end, the Democrats did the same thing to Joe Biden. They threw Joe Biden out of the party.
And that's why we saw a different night tonight.
Mr. President, thank you so
very
much
sir.
for the time.
Okay, thank you very much. I think I just nullified.
Good job.
Okay, here we have, that must be, who is it? Oh, Greg. How are you, Greg? Oh, boy, I just did one. I just did one on Fox. Did you see it? I don't know if I can handle another one, man. If you want me to do it, I'll do it. Look, you're my friend. You're great, but it's Greg Kelly. Say it again, Greg. Jason Miller is here. He wanted me to stay on the border.
I don't think we should be doing it. It's very dangerous. They want me to do an interview.
We have three
They're saying it's very dangerous. They would just tell me you shouldn't be standing up here. Should I be doing an interview here?
Chat, these eyebrows are so bushy.
Safe where they have position.
Well, I'm not asking you. I'm asking these guys.
He didn't care how safe it was. He wanted me to finish up 3 interviews. I said, Jason, I've been told by Secret Service this is very dangerous. Wasn't that good?
If those are the points you level in the debate, it will be very, very effective.
Yes.
Well, that's what I thought. That's the way I am. That's the way I thought. But, debates are tricky. You might not be in the right mood. We have fake anchors on ABC. Among the worst, you have George Slobodopoulos, sort of controls it over there. Get him on the hard line, man. Okay. You know, your voice is much better on a hard line. I didn't realize it. I did Sean Hannity 2 months ago on a hard line. It was like, I always hated my voice when I do this one. I'm ready. Thank you, Antonio. I just watched it. Very non-specific. Everybody knows all of my policies. Thank you both very much. Talk to you soon. Bye. Thank you. Great job. I was at the border at 7 in the morning. He wanted me taken out. Sir, one more interview. Sir, you can't stay here very long. I mean, essentially, it's debate prep, what we're doing, right? Wouldn't you say?
Yeah. That was good. That was good.
Go home, everybody. Okay.
Listen.
Damn. Art of the Surgeon. You have to look at him on Twitter directly. The fuck? Well, they got like 3 hours of this shit on this. The fuck?
You need somebody who could just break through all the bullshit.
For sure.
Like that doesn't exist.
That would be the game changer.
It's obviously a camera is.
He did not.
Tough guy and a brave guy.
I like the behind the scenes footage type stuff. That's kind of fun to watch. But the more like stuff like that is, to me, is kind of whatever. That stuff is kind of to me is not as interesting because it's very much mostly typical shot you're gonna see or like barely like. That's not what I'm looking for when I'm looking at these videos.
There what?
That one was good.
We standing.
Congress. Blessful thing to have come down.
Now there's no con.
We have everything across. Is absolutely a blessful thing to have come down here to Cochise County.
Thank you so much for coming to our county.
We're gonna just crank it out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or X, I should say, and more importantly, Truth Social. Big day today. We have everything. We'll tie everything together. We'll stream everything live all over the place via Rumble, via Truth Social. All over the place, you'll see it. We'll get the message out one way or another. We've got TikTok going on over there as well. Today's a really big day, and you're going to see a big difference in relation to what this man can do, as opposed to the borders are, who hasn't been here once.
Rumble's troll, but when it comes to politics, they pulled some fucking numbers on that shit on Politics Day. But I think that some of his shit, their shit's bottom like crazy though. It's inflated out the wazoo.
Good. Big day.
God, I love it. I will, but just let me give it to my guy. Give that to me.
Thank you, and we're praying for you. President, thank you for everything.
Live streaming hasn't really ever taken
Kick
off.
is a lot better now.
If we're set up correctly, we should expose it to people that haven't seen it, and especially on TikTok, Instagram, all the rest. That's where eyeballs are. If we can get a younger subset of individuals to watch it, I think everyone wins. They got to see the truth that President Trump gets to display in a way that's
when you don't have a product that you're proud of and you don't have an actual thing that you want to go forward with it that's genuine, okay? You don't give a fuck when you're being botted. That's what I mean about some of this shit. Like Rumble doesn't give a fuck if it's being botted. Their shit's been botted. Are they doing a lot to counter the bots? Not really. Have I seen it? Have people showed me? Not really. Their shit is out the wazoo. Out of all platforms, out of all social media, all of them, their numbers, they had like 5 people or 6 in the top 10 like viewers watched. How unlikely is that with actual real numbers? Extremely unlikely. Like
formatted for this generation. So I think it's important that we do it. And especially something like this on the border. There's so much insight that I think needs to happen, and we just haven't seen it.
Oh, these suckers are heavy, huh? No wonder they're so strong.
Yeah, but that's bound to happen though. He's old and he's got the side all cooked.
When the Biden administration took over, construction stopped. Steel border wall bollards are left in stacks.
I just think it's foolish to leave this project just as is.
Construction equipment is still on site. Deep trenches are dug out. The sheriff might describe this little section of Trump wall as overkill.
How do you like that? The DNC convention helped Trump. Pretty good, huh? He went up 2 points of independence, 11 overall. Of course, you know, there's always the hidden Trump voter, so he's probably up a lot more.
Strong numbers. Strong numbers.
Nice news from the legal front. U.S. Supreme Court just said that they're going to accept our appeal from Arizona on the only American citizens can vote case. So, more details.
Harris came in. That's when they stopped, and that's how they get in. They can't come in here. This was all done to the specifications of the Border Patrol and ICE and everybody else. It's an anti-climb panel on top. It makes it very hard to climb. I was never in love with it architecturally until I saw the fact that nobody could climb over it. Without it, it's a big difference. It's a big difference. So the anti-climb panel on top was a big deal. So there's your wall, and it ended right there. And it was a simple completion from one side to the next. They left it open, and massive numbers of drugs are pouring because the walls work. And if they win, there's no border. We'll have 100 million people come in from the rest of the world, not just South America. They're coming from 100.
You guys saying ladder, sure.
Different countries.
It's made to deter. It's like deterrence.
168 countries.
Because to walk over there with a ladder is a lot more challenging than walking there with just on foot.
How do you bet 168?
It's just a load of numbers.
Countries you've never even heard of. Countries even the fake news has never heard of. I mean, can you believe it? We built hundreds of miles of wall. All they had to do is put it up. They could have had it completed in 3 weeks, but they said, let's have open borders. All I can say is we're going to stop it in the future for other people. Put it on. Put it on. Right under our flag. We're going to bring our country back. We're going to be proud of it again. We're not going to be burning our flags. See the flags all burning in Chicago. They're burning flags all over the place. We're going to be proud of it again.
Very sad time for this country in many ways. Jocelyn was a 12-year-old girl from Houston whose life was stolen by 2 criminal illegals.
June 17th was the day her life was taken. So now I have to go through the rest of my life with my son, always asking for his sister. I just really, really, really want everybody to please take into consideration how important border control is, because we're losing very innocent people to heinous crimes that shouldn't be happening in the first place. And please, help him make a change. Thank you.
Don't womp womp out your game,
belong
Bandit.
on the stage with the folks here, since I seem to have gotten off kind of easy with just a fractured skull. I didn't lose loved ones, but it was a nice neighborhood. You wouldn't expect broad daylight for something violent to happen to you. They were laughing as they fractured my skull. It was kind of a wake-up moment for me, and I moved out of San Francisco because I didn't feel safe there. And I don't think our country is going to be safe under Kamala Harris. It's amazing to meet him in person, and the powerful stories, hearing those today, and seeing the border wall, and knowing what's going on down here and in this country. I really, really hope he gets reelected, because I fear for our future if that doesn't happen.
There is an intense manhunt underway right now for a man who they believe has made threats against the former president. Now, it comes a little over a month since the assassination attempt on Trump's life.
Hey, told me the I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. Thanks, fellas.
Damn, he got fucking left hanging with this one, huh?
You have an interview with Fox over there.
Oh, I don't think we should be doing it. It's very dangerous. They want me to do an interview.
I got it.
You have 3
They're saying
Oh
it's
my
very
God.
dangerous. They would just tell me you shouldn't be standing
GG.
here.
This is gonna bleed like crazy. Oh my God.
It's safe where they have the position.
Well, what do you, I'm not asking you. I'm asking these guys. Is it okay? Yeah.
Despite the danger, Donald Trump went ahead with his event and commented on the manhunt, saying this.
So I think we should talk to them.
Okay, can I just really quickly ask you
Yes.
questions?
Dude, I pulled the root of the fucking nail. Look, watch this. Oh, I want you to be able to see it. There's the nail and then the nail bed. You see it? That's literally the nail and the little part right there.
Can you, without extra chance for a few
That's
spins,
the fucking bed.
seems inverted.
currently underway in Cochise County, where we
Look,
are standing.
look. It's all gone. See that?
And it's for a man who the sheriff's department says was threatening.
I have to do my job. It's a job. It's a dangerous job. But I have to do my job. This is so sad, but this border is so dangerous. It's so bad and so horrible to people. They're losing children, wives and husbands, and it's just a horrible thing. And we can stop it. Can I tell you something?
Sure.
We're in danger standing here talking. So let's not talk any longer. No, I know about it, but they don't want me standing here. They don't want you standing here either. Have a good time.
Give me 1 minute.
It's awesome.
What's here, Joe? What?
Great day. It's very sad what happened with the families, but overall,
What's going to be here? Vote absentee, vote on election day. I don't care how, but you have
Because
to.
I like the behind the scene footage shit there. Is there more?
As you can see, we're being bar.
Not really.
Shocked. Scott, it's live.
Getting shocked would be bad.
Yeah. It's really heavy. That's a 30 by 60 flag. So it's probably a couple 100 pounds. It was a little rough, so a couple more people came to the rescue. We got her flipped over and we got it.
Okay. Chat, guys, I need to get a, oh my God, mods, help me out, please.